And we welcome you back into the Pioneer postgame report, where the Tusculum Pioneers have defeated Carson-Newman 48-13. Joined by Pioneer coach Jerry Odom, whose Pioneers have now knocked off Carson-Newman 3 of the last 5 years. And I think coming in, that's what this group wanted to really accomplish. You were focused. This team was really focused from the start. You get the 3 and out, and then the offense really goes to work. And boy, you guys really look sharp. And that's a great bounce back from last week.
Yeah, compared to last week, I thought we played very, very well. I thought they had a really good week of practice. We didn't try to beat them up too much. We did a lot of different things with them. But at the end of the day, it's really exciting to be able to beat a team like Carson-Newman, and we're very, very excited about that.
You know, and Trey had to come in, and he does so. He has that big day, and Derek Wright, had a big day, and a guy that, couldn't catch we couldn't catch a pass. We couldn't get the ball to him last week. We were able to get the football to him today.
Yeah, Derek, he should have one more, he even dropped one, but we were able to get him. He made 2 big plays on deep balls, and we were able to throw the football. I thought Trey had 1 or 2 high ones, but other than that, had a lot of command on what he was doing, and and he trusted his receivers, so that was impressive.
You're able to run the football too. You talked a lot about that this week. You had to have balance, and balance to me is just to equalize what the defense was doing. They blitzed a lot. They sure did, because they thought we're going to come at the quarterback. But Maurice Gamillion becomes 13th player to be a 1,000-yard rusher here in school history, and Courtney Jackson, along with Trey Simmons, really balanced that in the running.
Yeah, I thought they all played well, and they picked up the blitz well, and that's big too, because they obviously they blitzed. I think that corner got so tired running blitzing that he couldn't hardly play corner, but they brought a lot at us, which we kind of expected, because Trey didn't do a great job with that last week, and we knew that if we picked up the blitz and got the ball out of our hands, we'd have a better shot, and I think for the most part we did that.
A mismatched offensive line. We lose Theobald at halftime. That was a big loss.
Really in the first quarter.
And a lot of guys in this first quarter. And again, this is a team that just kind of has been banged up and injury plagued all year. And that offensive line, the way they picked it up and they're able to protect it today, did a yeoman's job.
Yeah, to me, Mike Hawkins is probably the guy that gets he sees these guys more than anybody. Our trainer has done a great job this year, but I'm really happy with the way Coach Desire got the offensive line playing, and super excited about that.
All right, and then on the other side of this defense really had to shut down an offense that hadn't developed quite a full identity yet. This is a really good program, obviously, but your defense did not allow them to get happy today, and it started very early.
Well, we gave up that late touchdown on an option that really ticked me off. Our backer didn't scrape over the top to the quarterback, so we didn't have anybody for the option, for the quarterback on the triple. But other than that, I thought we played very well at the line of scrimmage. We played on their side of the ball, tried to play physical. I wasn't really sure what I was going to see from them. We're going to see more 2 tight end sets. We're going to see no tight ends. They decided to go like more 20 personnel, which I think really helped us.
You talked a lot about the personnel and the matchups that you're going to have, and you weren't sure if Ryan McIntyre was going to fit out there, but man, Ryan McIntyre had a huge game today.
Well, he wasn't going to play much if we would have had a lot of 2 tight end sets. We were going to put a bigger body in there because Ryan's not overly big. But at the end of the day, when they were able to go more 11 personnel or 20 personnel, then we were able to play Ryan, and then he had a big day. And really excited for him and Wichard. I thought both those guys played really well.
Yeah, I was going to get to Wichard because both those guys walked today and both put a lot of pressure in the backfield. There were a lot of hits behind the line of scrimmage today.
Yeah, Ryan's an older guy, so he's not coming back. Wichard, I think, actually has another year, and he told me he thinks he's probably might try to come back now. So, we'll see how that pans out. But both those guys are extremely fast off the edge, and when you have 2 guys like that, the sky's the limit with a guy like Wichard. If he'll really train for football when he gets done with track for a whole summer, there ain't no telling how good he can be.
Yeah, and a guy that proved that he was very good today. On top of that, it's a team that was a -18 in that turnover, and you did not make it a lot easier today for them. You actually forced the turnovers. You're able to fall on those and really take advantage.
Yeah, being able to create fumbles and different turnovers was huge, and we really got another one, and they didn't give it to us on the inadvertent whistle. But very, very happy about that. I think that's a big part of what we had to do today. Not give up explosion plays, which we really didn't. Nope. The quarterback was the longest run they had. I think it was about 25 yards or so. But just kept competing, and that's what I said all year about this group. Like, we lost by 2, we lost by 3, we lost by, last play of the game, whatever, overtime. And these kids have never, I've been on some teams and been around some teams that would have folded their tent, and these guys never did that.
Then special teams. You did not want to kick off to them, and you did a great job making sure they didn't get it, and then they kicked to Tyler Burke, and he has the longest kickoff return in school history, tying that of Jarvis Jones, which was established this year.
Yeah. both those guys can run, man. You get them in the open, those little jokers can go.
Yeah.
I love that. Tyler Burke might be one of my favorite players of all time. There's never a day when that kid doesn't have a smile on his face and happy to see you, and just overjoyed at him having success here. And he's not very big, but the ball's not heavy. And he plays like a champion all the time. I love that guy.
All right, Pioneers get a win, 48-13. It is the most points scored in a win for the Pioneers since that 1919 game. It is the second, it's the most points scored since that time as well. We also suffered a 49-48 loss. Gareth Rowlands will remember that very well back in 2010. Put up a lot of points. It's been a trying year, but to get a win here against Carson-Newman in this season finale, how does this really kind of give an example as to what this team has gone through this season?
Well, there's been a lot of ups and downs. I mean, obviously, since May, it's been very interesting. Let's just say that. And our kid, like I said, I got to give the credit to the kids and then the new coaches. I mean, they've done a good job of coming in and really, trying to establish things. I thought Kyle did a great job calling the offense this year. I mean, if you look every game, but maybe one or two, we scored 35 points or better. I mean, you can't do much better than that with a lot of young players and a lot of different players. Two different quarterbacks, getting a third ready. I think Joaquin, always tried to get ready too.
Yeah.
So, I think he did a great job, and that offensive staff did a great job. Defensively, it's never good enough for me. You know how that is. But I do believe the last 2 weeks we played solid. We still are making a few too many mistakes for me, and I'm tough on that. But as a whole, I'm very excited that we were able to pull this off, finish the season the right way, and have a group of kids that really cares about each other, and that's the fun part.
He's Jerry Odom. Thanks so much. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Pioneers knock off the Carson-Newman Eagles today. Back with more of our Pioneer postgame. Your final, Tusculum 48, Carson-Newman 13. This is Pioneer Football on the Pioneer Sports Network.